Want to help prevent violence and injuries in our community? Listen up.
It's important that we understand that suicide, homicide, other intentional injury, and unintentional injury deaths is the third leading cause of death for King County residents.
I work on preventing intentional injuries, which basically means firearm injuries and suicide. The primary part of my work is running a program called Lock It Up that focuses on promoting safe firearm storage for community and family safety.
I largely focus in young driver safety and child passenger safety, along with some drowning prevention work as well.
I get to give out free bicycle helmets. I go in and train staff how to fit helmets on their own clients.
I work with partners across the region to support programming to reduce traffic injuries and deaths on our roadways.
I coordinate funds to the police department that deploy enforcement for reducing impaired driving, speed prevention, distracted driving prevention, seatbelt and motorcycle.
I work with our team to provide safety on the roadways for our communities, our residents. I also work on water safety and spreading awareness on how to prevent drownings from happening.
I oversee the wonderful work of our Violence and Injury Prevention Unit. I also get to serve on the executive committee of the Safe States Alliance, which is the country's largest and most broad-based nonprofit organization, which is dedicated to all things injury and violence prevention.
The main aspects of my work as a program manager include overseeing a portfolio of federally funded traffic safety grants that are currently being implemented across the state, and staffing the Cooper Jones Active Transportation Safety Council.
I get to champion the hopes and dreams of our community members to bring a major new public aquatic facility to the community and to support programs that create greater access to aquatics, something that is so greatly needed in our community.
I would love to see our work have an impact on the proliferation of injuries from firearms among children, teenagers, and adults.
I would love to see a reduction in our traffic fatalities and collision rates for young drivers, especially.
To create a King County that is welcoming, supportive, and safe for people who ride bikes.
I hope that we have a community where no one dies and no one is injured on our roadways and everyone is able to get where they need to safely and comfortably and happily.
I really hope that through the variety of work that I've done, that the work's prevented horrible things from happening to people. That's really what this work is about.
Promote health and safety for our communities. I hope to be able to share information, provide tools and resources to our residents in King County to be able to recreate safely around water.
Zero fatalities related to these issues we get to work on.
My greatest hope is that I can empower our grantees to make positive change in their communities in terms of safe streets for all, improving accessibility for diverse users, and of course, reducing traffic fatalities to zero.
We've built strong private support, so raising over $50 million, most likely, to help partner with our public funding and our public partners to bring a major new public aquatic center to the community. Bringing public spaces to fruition is a pretty substantial task and one that's only done once in a lifetime.
To remember that locking up firearms when you're not using them is a great strategy. If more people consistently locked up their guns in their homes and cars, then we could all work together to prevent injuries and violence with firearms in our county.
Make sure you're taking driver's ed, number one. That's a really important piece.
Have a brain that's very clear so you can pay attention to what you're doing and to those around you.
Drive focused. That means putting your cell phone away, putting it in a glove box, turning it off till you get to your destination. When you're driving, your number one job is to drive.
Is lowering our speed when we travel as drivers Even an increase of 5 or 10 miles per hour can mean the difference between a serious injury and death for someone who's walking or rolling. Making changes like slowing down and increasing our awareness as drivers are more seamless when we think of other people as people rather than obstacles. And we buy into a culture of traffic safety where the safety of all is just as important as the safety of our own bodies.
Please wear your life jacket anytime you're recreating in open water. It is known to save lives.
It's become educated around what it means to be water competent. Water competency means really understanding the power of water and finding ways to learn how to swim. And we hope to make that easier. That's the kind of why we're doing the work we're doing and why I'm so excited to be able to do it.
I just have to thank Columbia University for creating this National Injury Prevention Day. We've been able to do things like some drowning prevention, help improve the lifeguard pipeline last couple of years, including our parks departments. They just do such hard, fabulous work. And, you know, the National Injury Prevention Day is just a great way to grow awareness of violence and injury prevention and all that can be accomplished.